Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday. What day it is, we do not know. It's very humid here in Austin today. We are maybe gonna have some thunderstorms, I don't know. I know that you don't care, but it's making my hair do this, which is like an elf. So anytime we have weather that gives me elf hair, I feel like, I don't know, I just need to explain why. I'm not trying to look like an elf on purpose. It just is doing it because it's super curly. When I keep it short, you can't tell it's super curly. But now I can't get it cut and it's just so. Anyway, I hope all of you out there who also can't get your hair cut are enjoying your super curly elf hair today. Because, yeah, mine is out of control. All right. That is off topic. We are motoring right along in this book. I want you to start thinking about which book we should read next after this. There's a little bird right there. Sorry. Clearly. The attention span is just taking a dive, y'all. Okay. The other book to read after this. I mean, seems like maybe Knockout would be a good one since that is a follow-up. Well, not really a follow-up, but a companion. But I think what I'll do is I'll read some first chapters and then we can decide. But we're not there yet. Okay. Where we are is, I believe, at week 31. Ready? Okay. Week 31. How would I know? Am I a plant specialist? Can I just yell, plant powers activate, and know all of the plant things? James, come on. The one we decided on is almost just right, though, I think. It's smallish, the leaves are wrinkly, and even though they are plain green instead of purple and green, at least the flowers are purple. I am getting the sense that Mrs. B really likes purple, based on her clothes and her smell. Is it weird that I think she smells, well, a little purple? Never mind. Just thanks for taking me today to find this replacement plant that is partially purple, kind of like Mrs. B is herself. That James. This is what Mrs. B said. Not, well, thank you, Timothy, or you're so sweet, Timothy. That James. And then she got this look on her face like she was gonna happy cry, which made me feel sweaty. That James, he's a keeper, huh? And I was like, I have no choice. The court says I have to keep him. Like, James is a watchdog, a plant-buying, secret dropper-offer of food, sometimes red car driving, most times grouchy-faced, shoe-providing guard dog. Mrs. B loves the plant, and I think she might love you, James, even though you have not met in actual real life. She put the plant right next to the computer and smiled so big I could count her teeth, even the silver one, way in the back. I catch myself sometimes wondering how many wallets this or that equals. How many people not paying attention could instead be paying for a lot of other things. Oh, hey, Carla Ramirez! Those were my exact words when I opened the door to, surprise, another visit from our favorite flying squirrel. Sigh. Levi had rolled under the TV stand, totally twisted up in his tubes and wires like a squirming, smiling knot of TV cords. I dragged him out, dusted him off, gave him a quick suction. Carla Ramirez kept her distance, not too close to the explosive baby, not too close to the Joker-smiling big brother. She found Mom in the kitchen washing bottles, and Mary on the back porch having a lunch break in the sun with, of course, 0 cares in the world. First, Carla Ramirez rule. Timothy can never be with Levi unsupervised. Second, Carla Ramirez rule. Timothy can never be home with just Levi and Mary. Third, Carla Ramirez rule. That hot water situation has to be on a higher shelf. She said she'd close the investigation, that obviously Mom is working hard and I am working hard and Levi is working hard and there is no medical neglect. I saw Mary standing in the doorway listening in. I saw her face twist in the shadows like a supervillain. Her look of disapproval, her head shakiness over the whole thing. Fourth, Carla Ramirez rule. Find a better daytime nurse for Levi. That's not really a Carla Ramirez rule, but it should be. We already knew it was against the rules, technically, for me to be at home with Mary and Levi without Mom. It's always been against the rules, but sometimes you have to be bendy to make things work. Marisol was good at rule bendiness. Marisol was good at so many things. But now, Carla Ramirez, flying squirrel social worker superstar, means business. So I'm sitting here on this hard and dirty concrete, listening to Jose's dad grunt and growl and curse, while Jose looks helplessly at a spool of something hanging out of the turtle car's wide open trunk mouth. I wonder what Mary and Levi are doing. Week 32. When it was late and you said, "I'm off the clock. Come on, let's go." At first I thought I was in trouble. I looked into the deepest parts of myself to figure out what new thing I'd done wrong. But then we got there. It was so fun, James. I've never done that before. Crack, 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 swinging the bat so hard. Am I really a natural? I've never been a natural at anything. Batting cages. Who knew? That was so fun, James. Did you break house arrest rules just for me? Will you get in trouble? Can we go again? Yeah? What do I need? Good question, Mrs. B. I need a time machine so I can go back and never, ever, ever tell you that we need more nursing hours. A time machine to bring Marisol back. A time machine to talk to Dad on that rainy night. A time machine for so many things. Can you do that? Because that's what I need, Mrs. B. Dear Dr. Sawyer, okay, for real, please write me back. This is Timothy Davidson again. Levi is getting sick all the time because of his trach and the germs going straight into his lungs. Please help him not need a trach. Have you seen Star Wars? Please, Dr. Sawyer, you're our only hope. Timothy Davidson. This little booger, he will sign milk and more and please. He will sign mama and music. He will sign hot and cold. He will sign hurt. He will sign dog when I need a haircut, but he will not sign brother. He just won't do it. I didn't want to say this, but I can't get it out of my mind. Like that red dust in space that makes big clouds around a supernova and doesn't move for eons. That's what this is doing in my brain, sitting heavy and messy, getting all over everything else so that it doesn't matter what I think. There are little parts of this stuck inside. Carla Ramirez, flying squirrel extraordinaire, she said, "Looking into a facility might not be a bad idea until you get back on your feet. I can help if you need me to. You just let me know." And her card is on our fridge, held up by the magnet we got at the beach 2 years ago when we did things like go to the beach. Sophia dances through the living room, headphones on, but so loud I can hear all the songs. Teresa is out back kicking the soccer ball up against the house. Bang, 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 bang. Ali's tuba is nonstop, even during the summer, because marching band tryouts are in a few months. Jose is killing things on the Xbox. Bullets ricochet off rocks and Kevlar. I'm not interested in killing anything. Not today. I worry about Levi, home alone with Mary, without me there to hear the things, those things that come out of her mouth. The garage is the only quiet place, the only place where my mind can hear itself. But there's already someone in the turtle car. Isa, curled up in the passenger seat, her glasses on the tip of her nose, a book in her hands. I slide in next to her, shut the door quietly, put my hands on the steering wheel, then my forehead on it too. Isa's hand, light as a butterfly, lands on the back of my neck, and neither of us says one word. You know, it's funny, I forgot about Timothy and Issa meeting in the turtle car. It's kind of like right now, me reading to you in the turtle car. Except this isn't the turtle car, and no one's in here with me, and it's completely different. But you know, it's a car, someone in it, the car's not moving. The days are getting long, friends. House arrest is here to stay, but it's okay, because it's keeping us healthy. Yes. And I want you to stay healthy, and I want you to stay well, and I want everyone to make sure that while you're being healthy and while you're being well, let's all do our best to also be kind, because it's hard when you're stuck with your family and you don't get to go out with your friends, and I totally get it. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes we need a place to be quiet. So, I have found a little place to do that, at least until it's 100 degrees every day. Because that would not be safe. Do not get in the car when it's 100 degrees outside. Not safe. But, do your best to be safe. Okay? Be safe, be well, be kind.